All right, boom. We're hitting the bullseye today with the bullseye.
I like that.
With the Bullseye Seller.
I like that.
Okay. Ian Page.
I hit the bullseye every
good friend of mine. This guy is you've been doing Amazon for how long?
It's 2016.
Woo! Almost as much as me.
I like to say Amazon is like dog years. Like 7 years on Amazon is like 40 in the real world.
Yeah, that's about
Right?
true. I mean, I had
so
hair
new.
when we started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So if you're in Amazon for 10 years, you're like an OG.
That's true.
Like that's like a gangster.
Yeah,
10
you'll
years.
soon be extinct.
That's right.
No.
Or you probably sold your business already.
Anyway, dude, so like quick little bio. So you have Bullseye Sellers, which is an agency.
Correct.
You've been launching brands like left, right, and center.
Yeah.
You manage a bunch of accounts for ads and things like that.
Yeah.
So like just I guess I don't know like how depth, like I don't have like a bio right now. So why don't you tell me your bio so everyone knows.
I don't think anyone knows how deep it really goes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I started I sold my brand, not a huge exit. I got an offer and I took it in 2017. I was selling like back braces, knee braces and stuff like that. You remember?
Yep.
That was the first product of like 4. Mm-hmm. And then 2017, 2018, I was like, people were asking me basic questions like, you get it 40 times a day. Just how do I do this? How do I do that? Mm-hmm. I was like, I'll sell some consulting. Come on, let's make some money.
Yeah, I've done it.
So then a year goes by and I'm like, I think we need to like make this thing a little bit more official. I can't make too much money selling my own hours.
Yeah.
Like how much can you make selling yourself? You know, and not selling my body, but selling other things. You can only make so much money, right? So I hired Eric Young. He's my homie. Shout out to Eric. And he was my first guy and he started managing accounts. And that was 2019. Fast forward 5 years. Bullseye's managing. We just crossed our 120 brands that we're managing on Amazon and some D2C. We're going into contract. Can't say who yet, but one of the biggest skincare brands on the planet. Multi-billion-dollar brand
To manage Amazon.
on Amazon. Vendor Central, massive. And I can't name who they
it's
are.
fine. Yeah, don't.
But I'm just saying today's a big day because the contract went out. It's going to get signed.
Okay,
So,
sweet. Let's do it. Well,
so that just shows the progression.
yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
And
there's more on top of that.
Okay.
The story continues.
Okay.
2020, I started launching products. I found a little way to launch products, and then
What was that?
it was just like this giveaway program. But back before giveaways were
before it was
illegal.
Taboo. Okay.
Yeah, this is like 2019. Giveaways were like the only thing taboo at that time was like fake reviews. That was taboo.
Well, I think the giveaways were even right now if you follow it to a T, it necessarily is not illegal versus the terms of service, but it's illegal. It doesn't say you can't do it, but you can't do it.
It's gray as shit.
Basically, it says incentivize reviews or bad.
Yeah.
But you can't give anything away for free.
No.
Because then you'll be in trouble.
100%.
Although it doesn't say it. It's a great. I mean, I think it's a very black area because the only reason you're going to give away products is for reviews. So like Amazon knows that. So but they can't say like you can't give away product because that's normal promotion. Like Red Bull. I mean, they do that. Like it's not for reviews. They just give away product. But if you give away product on Amazon, you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, let's be honest. A giveaway without a review is an overreach by Amazon. It's kind of like I can't give away my own shit.
Correct. So they can't say it, but they're going to enforce it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we were doing that before that was illegal.
Okay.
And then we turned that into a business called Sellico. Fast forward, Sellico is going to hit 10 million this year.
Hell yeah, boy.
Yeah, and is compliant.
That's amazing.
So we kind of accomplished both things. We figured out a way to pivot. We're doing a lot of promotion codes, not rebates.
Yes.
Which is
compliant. Yeah, it's all above the table.
I mean,
promotion codes above the table 100%.
Until tomorrow, I might wake up and,
No, but it doesn't. No, the issue with so promo codes are okay because you're not hiding anything.
You're not.
So you can do. I think they allow 99% these days, up to. I mean, not that you would.
Not
do
for
that,
a promo.
They don't allow it.
You have to stack coupon with promo.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So we do have clients that stack.
Yeah.
They'll do like a 10% coupon, 50% promo, and they'll run a deal on our dashboard for 60% off.
Okay.
That's how they stack it.
So it's like almost for free.
But again.
But it's all above the table. Like every customer gets it. There's nothing shady. And in that case, I think they ban reviews from those customers anyway. If you get a 60% off, do you know what level where it stops giving you?
I heard it's 35%, but that's just hearsay.
Yeah. So if pretty sure 50% off, you cannot leave a review.
Correct.
If you put a promo on Amazon for 50% off, you cannot leave a review. So Amazon doesn't care, right? You're doing giveaways. It is promotional. They're allowing you to do it, and they'll stop you from leaving reviews anyway. So it's all above board. I don't see how tomorrow you'd wake up and that would be gone. I don't see it. I see that fully legit giveaways with promos, meaning
correct,
all above board.
I like to call them promotions.
Yeah.
Because it's not a giveaway.
Not a giveaway. It's a promotion. Absolutely. And anyone can get it, and Amazon knows about it, and so there's I think there's no problem with that.
So what we're doing is we're allowing people to leverage coupons and promotions with our audience in 3 countries. We're in Canada, UK, and the US, and they're able to stagger those promotions, which is cool. So they're able to say, I don't want to sell 150 units tomorrow.
Okay, so hold on. This is not you launching your own products. You're talking about now the service side. You changed.
Service side.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you also did this, I guess, to launch your own products as well.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
We leverage our own stuff.
Okay.
For sure. This is more something we offer on the dash. So if you're a seller and you have a new product coming out and you want to stagger some promotions and you're like, this is an awesome product, I want to offer it for 50% off to your exclusive audience.
Yeah.
We have a couple ways for people to be able to find the product. We have a new way called GoFindIt that literally is where we send a screenshot to our audience of the whole listing and we tell them to figure out how to find it. That's why we call it GoFindIt.
Oh, yeah.
So they can type in their keyword search. And again,
however they're going to look for it. Okay.
And it's cool because you get all the combinations of keywords. It helps index.
Okay.
And I think it's clean because it's just a bunch of people figuring out from their own whatever they want. They can type the brand. I don't care.
Yeah,
they can find it.
That's
So
interesting.
That's our newest product, and that's doing well. And we're getting attracted by some big guys because people want compliant, and everyone knows launching products is hard.
Yeah. That's interesting. Go find it. Did you get a trademark for that? You should apply for it.
Soon.
Did you apply?
No. It's a good.
You should
idea.
apply
And it has an
or
exclamation
tomorrow.
point at the end, which is kind of fun. Go find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
No,
Mortal
but
Kombat.
really, this is the world. This stuff, if that picks up,
Yeah.
then you could be the only person to use that.
That's right.
So if you don't trademark it, then you're screwed. So
Yeah.
a little advice here. But okay, so now let me just play devil's advocate.
Do it.
Okay, is your app? You have any app connected to the API in Amazon or anything
Nope.
official? So nothing like that.
Nope. All the order IDs are provided by the customer, the shopper.
Yeah. So in my eyes, it's not 100% compliant.
Okay. Tell me.
So I guess I'll have to pull up the thing, but it depends how you look at it, right? And I think this is more like kind of like IRS. You know the IRS. Okay, so the IRS, there's these codes, and if you do things, you get around the codes, in some things, but it could be fully compliant. But they're like, hey, what are you trying to do? What's your? And it's this whole thing. So, is running a promo against the rules? Of course not. Is a coupon against the rules? Of course not. Now, if the intention, I guess, is we want to get the algorithm to see all these different searches in a way that could be like gamifying the system a bit.
Yep.
Amazon may not like it, and they cannot track it on their side. And you don't have to say it. Don't say it because it's probably better for you not to say it. But the only reason you would have it that way is so then it would get rankings, essentially, as opposed to here's a link. It's way easier to just give the link.
Yeah.
Right. So the idea is the overall purpose is
momentum
search based.
Yep.
So with that intention, now again, intention is unclear. You can't if you went to court, you could be like, I'm doing it because it's fun for the customer or XYZ reason or whatever, and not it's for ranking. But I think doing anything with the purpose of gaming.
Yeah, obviously
is against some sort of rule somewhere.
Obviously, at the end of the day, we have to help our clients solve a problem.
Yes.
And the problem they're trying to solve is getting from non-existence to existence.
Yep.
And they want to speed it up.
Absolutely.
So we have to give them the safest possible way. I think GoFindIt, I would have to say, is the safest possible way.
It's extremely safe. I mean, it sounds extremely safe. I don't see, on your side.
Yes.
On your side, there's no issue. Now...
You're right. You're right. On my side, I'm not an Amazon seller.
Yeah, there's no. Oh, you are kind of.
I'm a service provider.
Yeah.
Soon, but on this case, I'm not. But yeah, you're right. And I'm trying to create a safe environment where they can go. I need to create momentum. I need to do something. I want to get it going. And GoFindIt was the the closest
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
I could
yeah,
find
yeah.
that
Yeah,
could do that and solve that
No, I think
problem.
it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
And we're also doing a lot on TikTok Shop and other platforms,
I love
which
TikTok Shop.
are
And we
great.
should talk about TikTok Shop.
Dude.
Because I would say I'm not endorsing the GoFindMe, by the way.
Yeah,
No
yeah, he's,
endorsements,
he, yeah,
I'm saying.
he's a partner. He just invested $2 million before this call.
I just say, like, I'm so paranoid at this point.
Sure.
Like, I wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, it seems like all scary.
But
For me.
you're at a much different place than 99.9%.
Oh, that's true as well.
sellers.
That's true. Like, if it's your first product and you're doing it, okay.
Yeah.
Amazon's going to give you a warning.
Yeah.
And then, like, okay, cool. You had nothing to start with.
Correct.
Then what's the big deal?
I also
if
have
you
a
do
lot
that,
of-
like, okay, it's your business, right? At the end of the day, I'm not like the moral police. I'm not here for that. Like, for me, at a certain level in your business, like, doing anything that's could potentially maybe be construed in a way that blah, whatever, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
But let's talk about TikTok.
Let's talk about TikTok.
What are you doing on TikTok?
So we partnered with a high GMV seller. Her name is Dusty Bareilles.
Okay.
And I've known her for a while, and she called me one day, and she's like, dude, I'm killing it. I'm selling, I can sell anything, too.
What is her daily revenue about?
Right now, low, because she's doing what we're doing. But before, in Q4, which is around the time we spoke, she did $4 million.
$4 million.
Sales.
So that's like 120 a day, 120K a day.
She had some days that were $250,000.
Yeah.
So not every day is the same.
Sure.
But she personally
That's a
brought
lot.
home $450,000 in one quarter.
That's crazy.
So I
That's
was
a
like,
lot. I mean, that's
like,
ridiculous.
Dusty, what are you doing? Like, she went from, and she didn't even have a high follower. I mean, she maybe had 100,000, but she wasn't like The Rock, you know what
And
I
it
mean?
was all live? That's through live?
No, it's posts.
Posts?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yes. Viral posts. Yeah. So the thing is about lives is they don't go viral. Lives stop.
Right.
They have an end. Posts go viral. Lives are good for consistent sales, where posts are good for slot machine sales, right? 1 out of 50, 1 out of 60, that kind of thing. And if it hits, it hits. Where lives, we have some people that can do a live, and every time they'll make $300, $500. So like workhorses.
Yeah.
So what we did is, I was like, why don't you make a course?
Yeah.
So she made a course, and the first thought was we should sell this course. And I was like, I don't know, man. I kind of would rather like offer it for free and then leverage it to my brands that I have connections with and get products in these people's hands and get paid as a broker. So we did that. And
So okay, if the person doing the affiliate's getting commission, you're getting commission of the commission
I'm focusing on, I'm getting 5% on the back end
of revenue.
of the sales. Yeah. Of the gross sales.
That's amazing.
In addition, I'm charging typically $30 to $40 a video because it's guaranteed in a
guaranteed.
certain amount of time.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Where these guys are like constantly using bots and trying to get people to work for them.
For sure.
I can say I can get you 500 videos in 2 months, and they're like, "Where do I write the check?" Because it's it's a slog, dude. So they'll pay me.
Is that real? Like 500 videos for like one client.
Oh yeah.
So 500 videos times $50. So that's what, like, is that 25K? Or is that, yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah, like we just did a $30,000 deal with Dude Wipes, and
Yeah,
we
Dude Wipes
did
are great. They're
we did
super.
1,000 videos,
Wow.
and they're killing it. And there's a lot of aspects to it, though. It's not just the direct GMV. So if they pay me 30, I think we got them like 60, 70. Okay, so their ROAS was like 2,
Yeah.
right? That's not the big thing. The big thing
On
is
Amazon.
they're trending
Yeah.
on TikTok, and they're saying to
people do
us,
videos.
we have people coming in, high influencers coming in trying to sell our product now where we couldn't get them before. That's the thing. That creates momentum. People are like, Dude Wipes is everywhere. I want to get on this bandwagon. So that's the virality of if you make a brand look like it's everywhere, the big dogs start showing up, and then those guys want to sell your product.
Now this I like.
Yeah.
I want to do this.
Yeah.
This
is the
sounds
future.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then in this case, all the posts come out and they say sponsored by blah, or like this is a sponsored video of some sort, or no?
Yeah, it has the little shop thing on the bottom.
The shop thing.
Yeah, it's a shop post.
Right. It's a shop post, and when you do a shop post, you're obviously it's like a sponsored because you're
Correct.
getting commission, so they know it's a sponsored post.
And they're all monitored. You can't make claims. You
Yeah.
can't say this fixed my freaking hernia or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's rules to them. But for the most part, if you're not a supplement brand or a skincare brand that handles some sort of like eczema, like your products would be easy because you wouldn't get flagged for anything.
Right.
You can be like, this froths the shit out of my coffee. That's fine. Lives are exciting too. But the thing I like about lives is they're consistent. That's the thing I like about lives.
Yeah.
Like I have one girl that always makes $1,000 every time she goes live.
Yeah.
I'm like, go live every day.
So that's like $10,000 in sales, right? Because they get like 7 to 10% commission.
They get well.
You have the influencer, no?
Dude Wipes was 20%.
For the influencer.
No, 20% total. We got 5.
Okay.
And then they get 15.
Influencer gets 15. Okay.
Yeah. So we had one guy, Jason. His video went up to 1 million views, and he did 21,000 in sales. He did pretty good. So he made
$3,000
on one video, $3,000.
Yeah.
And he's had other videos do well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
And now, okay, so
that's
now let's
the
look
little
at
world that we're
is that
creating.
under Bullseye Seller or is that a different thing?
Sellico.
Sellico.
Sellico, which is the product
Can you
launch
spell
platform.
it for me, bro?
SELLICO.com.
Sellico.
Sellico.
So I thought your brand was Sellico doing 10 mil. 10 mil when you're talking about 10 mil in services.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about 10 mil revenue on Amazon, like a brand.
That's not that great.
So you
services
don't have,
is way harder because there's no product cost, man.
Yeah.
Services is hard. You know, imagine all the deals you got to do to hit $10,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're
Or
talking
10 million,
okay,
sorry, 10 mil.
so your private label stuff, you're launching that. You told me about a coffee brand you're doing.
Yeah. November 1st.
That's coming. November, but you don't have that up now.
No.
Interesting.
Right now, I am not a seller.
You're not
I
a
have
seller.
2 more months where I don't have to be stressed out. I found being a seller stressful as shit, dude. I'd way rather sell shovels than be the guy in there.
Well, but now you're going into it, so you're not.
I
really.
know. But I had a good idea, and I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about my coffee idea for 3 years, and I finally went.
You're getting the thing together to hit the bullseye.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what you're doing.
That's right.
That's okay.
Yeah, and I've learned a lot over the last 5 years. So
Dude, I love this TikTok. You know, I know what a top guy, like top 3 agency for all Amazon kind of person, and he's launching everything through TikTok now.
first,
They have the stuff up on Amazon, but they do all the efforts and marketing on TikTok. So it's up on Amazon, and their launch for Amazon is just going crazy on TikTok because then people find the product and it ranks.
Yeah.
Like they don't touch nothing on Amazon.
yeah,
And he's one of the most people I trust the most in the Amazon space, and like, it's crazy. I mean, also there's not that much, I would say, as much competition. Like on the TikTok, I mean, I had no idea you could do this, by the way. So like, if your thing gets out there and everyone's doing it, at some point, will influencers stop taking like $50 deals? Or how does someone? Sorry, let me ask a better question. How does someone get into your threshold of qualifying to get paid for a post?
like a creator.
Yeah.
Only certain TikTok accounts can do shop posts.
Okay.
You have to have a certain amount of followers.
Okay.
So you can't just show up tomorrow. You have to have, I think, 1,000 followers, which is actually kind of a doing for someone to get organic. 1,000 followers.
Sure.
From there, yeah, $10 light on Amazon and an iPhone, you're basically a creator.
Yeah, but so Sellico.
We train them.
Okay.
That's the big thing. But before that, they're like Mary Sue from Kentucky.
No
Like
followers.
we got people that are like, they have 1,000.
Okay.
Our whole thing is you have to have 1,000 and then we can train you.
Okay. And when they have 1,000, that is also TikTok's criteria, or that's your criteria?
It's TikToks.
Okay. Okay. So basically, you'll take anyone.
100%.
Okay.
I want everyone. I need more people. Because if I had 10,000 soldiers, I'm not going to be picky. And they're all qualified to do content. And people like Dude Wipes, Mary Ruth is another client we just worked with. These clients don't care.
Yeah.
They just want quantity.
I agree, because you know what? I've had like, we're not big on TikTok. Honestly, we actually this weekend 4x our TikTok sales, which is pretty cool.
Like
we were doing like
tried?
a brand. Well, we've been kind of working on it.
Okay.
For a while, and it's like 1,000 a day, 2,000, 1,500. It's like, and it's cool. I mean, it's nice. But then boom, and like, shut up. Now we're doing like $5,000 a day. And it's like, okay, what happened? I don't even know what happened.
You can track it.
I don't even know.
You
No,
can
I
track
know.
it.
I know. I can dig into it. I'm just saying,
yeah.
I'm focused on Amazon. But I think this is a time when it's like switching, because TikTok is driving a lot of stuff. Because our Amazon's been very healthy. Maybe it has something to do with that TikTok visuals, views. So now, we grew, okay? But I remember when I looked into it, it's like, what was our best post? And it was some person that had like 50 followers that did some sort of post. I don't know, this was months ago. And like that one sold more than like everyone
It wasn't a
else.
shop post then. It must have been just a post.
Yeah, it must have been a person.
Yeah,
or maybe it was 1,000 followers, but their average view count was like 200.
Yeah.
I forget the exact way, but the person who sold the most was a tiny account. And it was like, why should we be picky? I guess you don't want to be picky.
You would have passed over her.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. We're like, I think what that idea is like, hey, what's the most? So what's the most someone can buy from you, like people that you have?
Right now, we have more people trying to get in than we're accepting.
Okay.
and we're being picky with the brands.
Okay.
Because some are easier to sell than others.
Sure.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. Especially the price point too.
Yeah.
If it's a $4 product or something.
Yeah. Or if you're like, I have a pack of mousetraps, I'm not going to be super excited. I want a brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I would say right now our maximum is 1,000 credits, and the credits it's a credit system. One video is 1 credit.
Okay.
And 1 live is 10 credits.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we deduct it based on what they do. So if they do, if we do 50 lives, that's 500 credits. The lives have to be long though; they have to be 2 hours.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that makes
That's
sense.
the algorithm.
Yeah.
2 hours.
And also they have like a GMV per hour they're trying to hit
That's
or whatever.
right.
So if it's like 2 hours of live, you probably pay back $50 or
Yeah.
not 50. Sorry, it'll be 500.
Yeah, it'd be it'd be 300 because we charge 30 at that price point.
30.
So it'd be
Okay.
300.
300.
But think about it.
But still,
Today,
GMV
$300.
per hour. I think GMV per hour is on lives. TikTok to get some incentives. I've seen some incentive videos, and it was like I think $1,200 GMV per hour or something like that.
That's about right.
And that's like when you hit that, then you get all these bonuses. Like that's where they want to be at. So
Yeah.
if they're there and they bring you $2,500, $2,400 as not a minimum, of course, to qualify to spend the credit, but like that's kind of where TikTok likes it. It's not they're like superstars. That's just like, hey, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
That would clearly make up for the fee.
They also prioritize videos on the platform that are 2 hours or more.
Right.
So once you get over that 2 hour mark, they're like, this is here, this is happening, and then they push you up. So you
At
get
the 2 hour mark?
thousands. Yes.
So the first 2 hours of your live are not always the strongest.
No, nowhere near.
Oh.
I've seen lives that are at 8 hours with like 50,000 people, and it's some old dude just chilling in his garage talking about hubcaps or something. And it's crazy. Wow. Yeah, 50,000. Like you get real people because they're just like, what is this old dude doing on my feed? Everyone sees it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to stay long enough.
Then I saw a crazy video, made me go, it was hilarious. It's some person like find the Twitch creators. Obviously it's TikTok, Twitch is different, but like find the Twitch creator that should be more famous or something. And they spent this time looking at people who have like 0 people watching them and they're like still live. And they found this old dude, like this big old dude,
right,
with like this beard, and he had 0 people following. And like the guy who's finding these people, he looked at the guy and he joined the stream. And the guy's like, "Yo," and then he's like, "How's it going?" And they were like talking, and he's like, he started getting to his life or something. He talked about like his life and how he used to work at Disney, and then he was the voice of some turtle tail or something. And then it's like, "Hey, sing me the turtle song or something." And he like sings it, and then they send him $450, and the guy like freaks out on the thing. Anyway, this video, this like recap of the guy, like 0 people watching him. He's going live. 0 people watching him. He went viral because someone posted about it.
Yep.
And now he has 700,000 followers.
It's crazy.
From 0 people watching him.
That's crazy.
Someone says, "Oh, what's your story?" Sings a song, and the guy gets 700,000 followers.
You just don't know who these people are or what's exciting about them, what's special about them. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why you don't want to pass someone up because of their followers. You don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You don't know if they have a situation in their family that it's like perfect for your brand or whatever. Mm-hmm. Another thing about TikTok Shop that I like is the chaos of it. I like the chaos. I like the fact that you just don't know what's going to happen on any single video. Mm-hmm. You don't know what's going to happen on any live. You don't know who's going to watch that, who's going to watch that, and it creates this just chaos effect, which I think is raw and natural.
Yeah, because if you put, let's say in this case, you said 1,000 is a max.
Right now it's a max, yeah.
That would be 1,000 videos, but it's probably most likely like 600 videos or
Correct.
something like that.
About
so you get like
600
600 videos. You have no idea what's going to happen.
You don't know.
Have any of them been really bad? Like nothing happens?
Just terrible. We've had videos that we've had.
No,
some
not videos,
people-
but like let's say someone got like 600 videos and none of them hit.
No, I've never had a situation where someone gave me money and we didn't get some traction in sales.
okay.
Yeah. Now some are nowhere near as good as others.
Yeah.
But that's also product specific.
Sure.
Dude Wipes has name brand recognition.
Yeah.
Zule has name brand. Mary Ruth has name brand. I could do better for those brands. If you're coming to me, you started a brand yesterday, and it's a little bit of a tough sell. I might need to do a few thousand videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a Kickstarter. That's right. It also, a good thing about TikTok Shop and doing videos is samples equal sales. So if you send out a sample, it shows the sales.
Oh, you mean like this many people bought?
Correct.
Oh, because
Samples are
it's through
included.
TikTok.
Yeah.
So
it's good to get samples out.
So it's all done through the TikTok platform. None of it's off platform.
All of it's on. We have a partner account that connects everything too.
Oh.
Yeah. That's another story. Getting approved for that thing was a freaking nightmare.
This is fascinating.
Yeah. This is where I've been for the last 6 months, is on TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah. Sellico has been kind of just running in the background. which is great. And it's where
But
I get
isn't
my
the sales,
clients.
Sellico, isn't that isn't that the entity that's running this TikTok stuff?
Oh, it's paying for everything, for sure. It's my little...
But I mean, like when I pay you for the TikTok stuff, it goes to Sellico.
Yeah, that's the bank account.
Okay.
That's the bank account.
Yeah,
We did start another brand for it. It's going to be called Talk Suite,
Okay.
which is an agency.
Okay.
But that's
Public facing. Make it more.
it'll be a website,
Okay.
and that's where you can buy your credits. But that's not ready yet. So I've been doing everything under Sellico. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Makes
absolutely.
sense. Yeah.
Dude, I honestly, I really did not expect for us to have this talk and be like, I want to pay you.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, I'm
And-
also
but
a
I
master
do.
scam artist.
No,
That's the
I
other
mean,
thing.
dude, I mean, this sounds amazing.
I'll show you the partner
'Cause I'll
account.
tell you.
I'll show you the
let
campaigns.
let me explain. So we have. Here's a tough thing about TikTok for us. Right, our frother average price is like $12. Okay, it's tough to do $12 items because all the incentives that TikTok does is like $25 plus, and then like to do like free shipping, all these different things. They have seller side incentives, and at
Yeah.
cheap products they do not offer them because they want. And then also our conversion rate is like 2-3 times average. It's like very high, but our average order, our average cart is like 1/5 of normal. So then actually we turn out to have like less revenue per session.
Your AOV is like low.
Low, very
yeah.
low.
Yeah.
And so we found like, we went crazy and I don't know, gave away maybe, I don't know, not crazy, but maybe 800 frothers or something, right? Like everyone who requested, we just gave everything. And we didn't really see a difference. We didn't see a difference. Now, if they can accept it, does that mean they have 1,000 followers? If they're requesting a sample? No. It does mean, huh?
You can't get a sample. You have to be able to hook into shop. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder, like, why? Well, I mean,
Unless
it's
some of them are
taking off now.
grandfathered in. There are some weird situations where people are grandfathered in on shop.
Okay.
And then there was a time where you had to be at 5,000.
Oh.
They just lowered it.
Oh.
So it's kind of all over the map.
So for you to post a video on TikTok and for it to show the TikTok shop product, you have to be approved for it.
That's right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why you or I don't know how many TikTok people you have, but I have actually I have 1,100. Never mind.
I wouldn't. I think I have like 500.
I'm kind of an influencer. You're halfway
I have 500, so I'm halfway there, bro.
Yeah.
I can almost post.
Call me when you're ready, and I'll train you.
I did get that.
But I think
income.
TikTok's the new Amazon. I think, as an agency, if I'm not going to green pastures and figuring out what's there, I'm gonna fall behind.
Yeah, and I think it's like Amazon is still so far ahead on the revenue side,
Yeah.
but the eyeballs. I don't know. Do you know the report? How many people are viewing TikTok versus viewing Amazon?
I don't know that, but I do. If you're okay with me getting my phone, I have a few stats that are kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah, bring me the stats.
These are just ones that TikTok emailed me because I get like partner emails as a partner.
Yeah. My guess is there's more time on TikTok than Amazon.
That's
my guess,
It's
but I don't
not
know.
those kind of stats. It's
No,
more
but
of
for me,
like,
that's where I'm saying, like, you don't just sit on Amazon. You go there when you're ready to buy.
No, Amazon's not a place to sit.
No.
No.
TikTok, people sit there 4 or 5 hours at a time. I'm glad I'm not in that category. But I think there might be potentially more eyeballs, more daily visitors on TikTok than Amazon. I don't know for sure, or at least watch time or watch minutes or something.
Why wouldn't there be? How many people go on social media every day, and how many people buy something on Amazon every day?
I think it's less. Yeah,
that
absolutely.
immediately-
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so TikTok probably has more eyeballs, which means if you want to grab people's attention, that's where you go, and then you derive them to purchase on Amazon. I mean, they announced a partnership for TikTok that you could buy on Amazon. I haven't seen it live yet,
Dude,
but we'll see.
That was such a false start. We were all excited about it. We were telling clients,
they're not ready.
and then we go into a deep web dive, and we can't figure out anything. We're like, where is this?
No.
So the three stats
Okay.
that TikTok sent me is 70% of TikTok users discover new brands and products on TikTok. So like, that's crazy. That 70% of them are actually discovering brands.
Mm-hmm.
Where, in my opinion, before like Instagram, I can't even remember any ads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't discover. There's a couple maybe.
Yeah, because they're driving toward the shop.
Yeah.
Instagram shop is a disaster. Nobody buys anything.
No one buys anything. No. The other one is 3 in 4 TikTok users are likely to buy something while on TikTok, which
3 out of
is
4.
crazy to me because I would think it'd be less.
Well, if 25% of your life is on TikTok for a lot of people, then yeah,
3 out of 4.
you're right.
And then 83% of TikTok users say TikTok plays a role in their purchase decisions. That's true.
Yep.
Because people will go on Amazon now and put the viral on TikTok badge on there, and it affects them. They're like, oh, this is viral on TikTok.
No, but okay, but also the generations. I've seen like teenagers or like kids my daughter's age talking, and they're like, I bought it on TikTok Shop. Like it's actually like it has like
It's
this
cool.
viral element of like, oh, you got those on TikTok Shop. My daughter, she's 9, she's talking to me like, my friend got these little shoe skates on TikTok Shop, like, can we get it? And I'm like,
I know.
you don't have a phone, you don't have social media, but like she's getting affected by TikTok Shop. So I think people younger than us drive even far more into the TikTok Shop than people our age and above.
100%. You know, and they'll go to Amazon though. A mutual friend of ours told me she does her commissions at 40% because she knows half of the sales are going to end up at Amazon.
Right.
So she's like, I'm paying a net 20%.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Okay, but now question.
Half.
Question, hold on. On your service, can you set it, or you're just doing 20% flat?
Oh yeah, no, we can set it.
Okay.
We can do everything custom. So our thing is we like to be a little bit higher than your public, because that's what we give our audience. We show them, hey, this is normally 12. We're getting it to you at 18 because you love us.
Yeah.
So they stick around.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll take a cut. If there's not room, we won't.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's our fee. But then we also kind of tell the client, like, here's some stuff you should do.
Oh, wait, question. So that fee, $50 a video, let's say, whatever. 30 for volume. $30 a video. Does that part of that go to the influencer itself or no?
No.
Okay, so the influencer doesn't get paid per video. They get only a bit of commission.
That's right.
But they know
we
that you're bringing them quality brands and blah,
correct. We bring great products. We bring commissions they can't get anywhere else, which is key because these guys don't have any followers.
Right.
So they're not going to be able to get it.
Yeah.
And 3, we also do a raffle pool on every campaign. So we put a percentage of the revenue. It's usually 10%. So 30 grand, 3 grand goes into whoever does the most lives gets a guaranteed $500. Whoever does the most sales gets a guaranteed 1,000. Stuff like that. So these guys, you know, they're like crazy
nuts.
people. Yeah. Dude's going live for like 3 days straight. He's not sleeping. It's like, yeah, he wants his $500. But that's the kind of stuff you have to do.
Did any of those make a lot of GMV?
Actually, funny enough, is some of the ones on accident are the ones that make the most GMV. Wow. It's the accidents. Like this dude had a dude wipes thing. He had a big pack, a 6-pack of dude wipes, and he was talking, and the dude wipes fell out of his hand. And you could see it was organic.
Yeah.
Like he just couldn't hold them all.
Yeah.
And then his video went viral. So it's the
weird.
accidents.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a live or that's a post?
That was a post.
Okay.
And what Dusty teaches is like, you can make accidents kind of happen.
Yeah.
And that's her whole thing is training them. Make accidents happen. Have a dirty room. Mm-hmm. Have like a really fucked up bed behind you. So people are like, man, this dude's dirty.
Yeah.
Because it's almost attention.
Yeah,
it's
you
attention.
have to drag him in.
That's right. Her best seller was a wrinkle device, like one of those Chinese, wrinkle devices.
Ones that like poke you?
No, it's like a red light thing that kind of goes over your face.
Okay.
Yeah, and she sold 15,000 units on it, and it was like $40. Like it was like real volume. And she said the reason why it went viral was because she had some skank. This is her word, skank ass eyelashes on, like super porn star fake eyelashes, and everyone was making fun of them. And she sold a shit ton. Totally disrelated.
She gets made fun of like all the way to the bank, right? Yeah. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. So she's like, try to make accidents happen.
That's hilarious. Okay, I'm going to buy some eyelashes.
You got to do it. Put on a bra, something. Just. But the point is there are obviously brands where you do want that perfect situation, where you want that perfect girl that looks perfect.
No, but if you're doing these 500 videos, 300 videos, like, okay, you're going to have some of that and some of
you're going to have some crazy.
You're not, like, you don't want all the same.
No.
Then it looks very fake.
So then here's the other part of it is that we give our clients Spark ad capabilities. So we approve everything. So if they want to Spark ad it, that's another part of it. That's where the GMV can really start to kick into gear is Spark ads.
Yeah, you run the ads.
Yeah. So Jason, that guy that went viral, he's making money now just on Spark ads. So there's a second life to this. It's not just
for both the brand and for the creator.
That's right.
And for you too. I
get my 5%. Come on. I see my little, I go into my bank account every day and it's like $1.80, $1.22, $1.50. It adds up though. It's like 100%, TikTok.
That I had all these things we have some marketplaces that like do deposits daily. And the bank account was crazy. I made a bank account just to receive deposits.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like
did you make a separate account?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you can't ever use your bank account.
No,
you should make another account.
I need to make a separate account.
Make another account.
My accountant wants to kill me.
No, dude, I'm telling you, I did the same. Like I would look, I'm like, I cannot find any transaction. So you just make another account, and all small deposits go there.
I should do it and put it into TikTok because TikTok pays by transaction.
That's crazy.
It's like nuts.
That's nuts.
I see $1.80, $3.40. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? So obviously at the end of the month you can just add it all up, but it's like it's great time. In my opinion, it's it's money, so I'm trying not to be critical because it's money.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
No, here's the opposite, right? Amazon, you burn it all in every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you have these reports that talk about everything. You're like, what happened? You're all confused.
It's true.
And I think the best way would be like kind of a Shopify method, or I think you can request it as much as you want. So
like,
every day.
Is it a daily batch from Shopify?
You can request it.
Okay.
You can request every day. I want my payout. I think. I don't open it long enough, but I believe that every day you could just say I want it, or you could say no. Or Stripe. Stripe does the same thing.
Yeah.
You could say pay me every week, pay me every month, pay me every day. You can pick it.
Yeah.
And you have the flexibility then whatever you want. But every transaction is a little nuts.
It's a little nuts.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting paid.
But what's cool is that I know what's happening. I log in and I'm like, okay, TikTok's going on today for sure.
Oh.
So that's kind of a new thing. And then Bullseye is getting into account management because we have a lot of people who want to get into that, but they can't get approved.
Yeah.
So now I have 15 brands that we manage on TikTok as well because
they can't get approved to sell on TikTok.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. The paperwork's a nightmare. TikTok doesn't even know what they want. It's weird. Like with TikTok, I have a client who just kept repeating the list, the product listing over and over again with the same documents, and he would get approved eventually. So it's like they don't even know what they're disapproving.
Yeah.
One person's like yes, one person's no.
Wow.
So he would just keep trying.
Wow.
So now we're managing brands on TikTok because they don't want to deal with the hassle.
Wow. And what does that fee structure look like?
That's just a retainer. We're just doing a couple G's a month for that right now. Yeah. Like we're just doing it cheap because I'm like, dude, we're learning. Like I'm not going to charge dudes 5 G's a month.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So then get them approved on TikTok,
and then
manage your affiliates, do the whole thing.
And we do the ads and everything.
Okay,
like
so your Spark ads, the blah, what you do, the whole
deal.
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
But, okay, so what's your team look like these days?
It is actually kind of interesting because between both, Bullseye is the most interesting structure.
Yep.
Because Bullseye...
so Bullseye and Sellico are two different things?
Yeah, two different businesses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll keep it simple. Bullseye's monthly, Sellico's transactional.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
Bullseye's interesting because I created an exec structure and I gave them majority ownership in the accounts that they manage. So they're not owner of the business, but they're owner of what they manage.
So like the payments that come in.
Yeah, let's say
majority.
Let's say you're managing like 100 G's a month for me.
Yeah.
I'll give you 70 of it.
Well, that's 100 if you're getting 100 out of that.
Correct.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how it works. So now you have your own 70, you have your own payroll, and I'm hoping Aaron's bringing home 40. Cool. After he pays his people, he has his own software fees. So you are your own business, right? So my business.
So almost like a franchise, sort of.
That's a good way to look at it. That's how Michael Lefty is one of my team leads.
Okay.
That's how he says. He's like, I'm your biggest franchise.
Yeah, because it's like that's the thing. If you make enough, and the brand is, and they win, and you win.
That's right. And I bring the leads.
Interesting.
So I pay for all the marketing, all the business development. We have insurance. We pay for a lot of stuff. So we make it so like they don't have to deal with billing. They don't have to deal with upset customers if something goes weird.
Yeah.
It's off their lines. Oh. So then what I did in addition to that is because I found I had all these separate teams and no one wanted to talk to each other. I was like, fuck, this is a problem. Because everyone's their own business.
Yeah.
So no one wants to play nice. And I have 4 teams. So I was like, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do treasury shares, 35% of Bullseye. Upon exit, and I decide when we exit, it's going to be distributed amongst everyone here who's still here on the exit. 35% of the business. So if we exit for $50 million, what's 35%? They're all like, oh, that's a lot of money.
18 mil?
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Split 4 ways. So then I said, what we're going to do is we're going to distribute your portion of the 35% based on your EBITDA and your EBITDA contributions of the overall EBITDA.
Right.
So if the overall EBITDA is $5 million a year and you're personally managing $1 million, then you get 20% of 35%. And everyone's like doing math like, oh, I get $4 million, I get 3.5, I get 5. And I'm like, there you go, guys. Now we're working as a team. Today they were having like team meetings and shit.
Yeah, because if they make it bigger, then the exit multiple is bigger.
That's right.
And everybody wins.
Because
otherwise if they're not part of something together.
That's right.
Then they're more enemies than teammates.
Oh, they were. It was getting
because it could be a client. Like,
it was
what about you churn one guy and they go to the other guy? Does that happen?
We've had it happen once. But what happens is like they'll be like, "Hey, how many counts is Michael doing now?" Like this, all quiet. Is he beating me? I'm like, dude, come on, this isn't the right game. Like, come on. Don't worry about him. Worry about yourself. So now they're all working together. They all know where they stand because they're all being honest with each other. They're like, I'm number one, and that's good. Healthy competition. And now Bullseye is just growing like a weed.
Wow.
Because they're all working together.
Yeah.
And then we have a mutual friend of ours. I don't know if he made it public, so I'm not gonna say it, but he's working for me now as a VP of sales. I'll tell you off camera.
Nice.
And I also made a phantom deal with him if he gets me to a certain amount. So I'm trying to make everyone an owner, like a real owner of the company. That's the thing because I don't want to work for somebody. Why would they?
Right. Yeah.
That's my thing. It's like, why would they want to do that? So they're all owners. They're all looking at 7 figures, but they got to work their ass off and make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's, if you look at, I just had a podcast with Mike Beckham from Simple Modern, and he talked about getting people equity, getting people involved and buying in. And people were like, to buy into Simple Modern, they mortgaged off their houses, they did this to like buy in because then they own it. But then at the end,
the trash can company?
No, that's Simple Human.
Human.
Simple Modern is a tumblers and stuff like that.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, they'll do like 250 mil, something like that.
Dude,
that's huge.
So he's talking about early rounds, early
like
seed
yeah,
rounds?
the begin. Like let's say okay, right now like Zulai, like I mean I've been let's say thinking about it, but I think it's hard. Like at this point, I think he did it earlier than where we are now, and he's like okay, good valuation is let's say normal valuation for a company would be 10 mil.
Yeah.
So it'd be like you guys can buy in at 7 mil.
Yeah.
And blah X%, but these guys are like the buy-in is 300K.
Yeah.
How does a guy who's working and making X, Y per hour
making 60K
gonna
a year.
put in 300K?
Yeah.
Is a mortgage house like all these people and now they're like so budding because they might own I don't know 0.2% of the company, 0.3. But same thing that Jeff Bezos did. Jeff Bezos owns 9% of Amazon, and he's richest or second richest man in the world.
That's my viewpoint.
Who cares? Like who
Is
cares?
that 100% of Bullseye selling for $5 million.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
If I still have 50-40% and it sells for 50, I'd rather have that than 100%
I agree.
of 5.
That's brilliant, dude. I really like this. I like your.
But with Zulai, you could do like a. Are you a C corp yet, or are you still S?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can always go C corp at some point, but C corp's great because you can do a lot of shares.
Yeah.
That's what's cool. You can do like you guys who've been with me a while. You know, here you go. But you got to stick around. Phantom's the best because they don't get a K1.
I don't know what a Phantom is.
Phantom are shares that you only get when it sells.
Oh.
So you don't pay a K1 because you don't have any distribution the whole time.
And they have no gains either.
That's it. Nothing. You don't get anything, but you get the prize.
Okay.
That's what I like. I like that.
But is that similar to like an option? Because an option
like,
you
but
you
an option you can
do it before the sale.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. They have dates where you can do it. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
This is a share that kicks in when you sell. That's why I'm like, guys, you don't need it now. You guys are all killing it. All my guys are making money.
Yeah.
What you need is a goal.
Yeah.
So that's my HR story for you.
Okay, so in terms of brands, what kind of lift? Tell me like an amazing change of like total company revenue profit if you know it, medium, and then like kind of almost the minimum you'd expect working with like doing a big campaign with you. For me right now, like I'm talking about TikTok. I'm talking about TikTok at this point. Because really, when I look at it,
let me airplane this.
Manage stuff, I'm talking about like, TikTok for me is what I'm interested in.
You know, I don't even have an answer yet. The reason is because I've been doing this for 6 months.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's chaos. Every campaign we do is better than the one before. That's how crazy it is.
Okay.
You see
So
what
my
I'm saying?
campaign will be the best.
Like we literally didn't even have VAs the first time, and we were, Dusty wasn't sleeping. Like it was like figuring it out.
Wow.
Now we have a team. My goal is this. My goal is that at the end of our campaign, you appear to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And number 2, you have more people coming in to work with you than you've ever had before.
Right.
That's my 2 goals.
Right.
The GMV part, like the ROAS part, sure. If I can get you 2 ROAS in and do that, great. But a lot of your ROAS is going to go to Amazon, and I don't get it. I can't count it.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the problem.
So now question. Don't mention a brand name, but if you can mention, what is like the highest GMV per day store that you've been worked with?
Mary Ruth, for sure.
Okay, you can't say it then. But like, do you have a number? Can you?
Millions in a month.
Okay.
Millions in a month. Just give you perspective too. There's some actual great softwares I'll show you that you can reverse engineer all the money everyone's making.
Oh, okay. What's that?
It's crazy. I'll get it off my Slack. It's on my Slack.
Okay.
But like, you can basically go to Mary Ruth, Download a report. It'll tell you every dollar they're making. I looked at it yesterday. And it'll tell you who made it, what creator, how much they made on each video.
And this is not this is public information.
Public.
Anyone can grab it.
Anyone can get it.
How accurate is it?
It's down to the penny, dude, because
For real.
creator GMV is tracked on TikTok
For real.
by every single video. I'll show you on my partner account. It's like Aaron did this video. He sold 7 units and he made $104.
And that's you could see it even people who are not yours. So like if I want to see,
I can see your GMV on all your past videos. So this just pulls all the data.
even if I'm not logged into you, I'm not your client, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy. Well,
The whole point is, why would I want to work with you if I haven't seen your shit?
TikTok is so smart, just like Amazon. Because Amazon, dude, if you go to Walmart, you get zero data about anything.
I know.
Search volume, like you get no data about anything anywhere, and it's horrible.
It's like Target.
Walmart's growing, but they're peanuts, and they were way bigger at one point. So like, they're losing. Amazon wins because they have so much data. They give you everything. They give you search, amount, percentage,
Brand analytics,
benchmark. They have like such crazy amount of data. So now what you're telling me makes sense.
Yeah.
Because people can mine that data and figure out what to do, what kind of videos, all that stuff, because the data's there, and you use that data to make TikTok more powerful. Because if you have more data as a creator, as a brand, you can do more crazy stuff.
Well,
that's brilliant. I had no idea. That's very cool.
Why would you offer someone $1,000 if you haven't looked at their history?
Of their sales.
Yeah,
that's true.
It also shows you what categories they sell best in. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this person sells electronics. Awesome.
Wow.
So that's what's cool too.
Okay, what about the higher ticket ones? Do you do that too, like the $1,000 for?
No. Honestly, no. Like no one wants them.
Because they'll be direct. Oh, nobody wants
Yeah, like all of our guys that come to us are like, we just want volume, dude.
Wow.
We just want to pay $30.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Wow.
Because those guys bomb out too, and you're risking a lot to bomb.
Wow.
They bomb all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
So follower count is just not a thing. I think this is why TikTok's so smart. They're like, who cares about follower count? We're just going to show people random content all the time. We don't care.
Whatever hits.
Where Instagram, if you don't have 1 million followers, you ain't going to sell shit.
Right.
Totally different.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's totally changing too. I think this is a hot take, but I think in 5 years, TikTok's going to beat Amazon in sales. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. And the reason why I say that,
crazy too.
the reason why I say that is because TikTok's opening their own fulfillment right now.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. I mean, here's the one thing. I do not think that. I think... I'll tell you why. Because otherwise I'm screwed.
No, with my help?
No. Here's what I see that TikTok doesn't have. Right now, they have so much incentives. They are... I don't know if are they profit? Do you know they don't show profitability, right? They're losing a lot of money.
Yeah, they're not profitable.
Yeah. Because they do a lot of incentives.
They do.
People who go live, people who do this, they commit. Their commission rate is very small too, like 7%.
8%.
8%.
They pay half shipping on a lot of.
They pay half shipping, and for Fulfilled by TikTok, they do free shipping for over $25.
Yeah.
They do a lot of other incentives like giveaway samples for free. We cover the sample cost. They do like so much stuff to push this thing into the shop. It's similar to Flip. You know Flip? You
don't even know Flip.
You don't know Flip?
What's Flip?
Okay, so Flip Shop, flip.shop. It's an app. It's basically TikTok and Amazon. Oh, it's actually TikTok with TikTok Shop, but you cannot make a video unless it's connected to a product.
Okay.
It's like you're on TikTok, but every product has to be connected to. I'm sorry, every video has to be connected to a product.
It's like Home Shopping Network. Every video is a product.
It has to be a product. But they do viral things like in our space, like they'll do a recipe, this, that, and by the way, it features this pot.
Okay.
Right? And then that's a video.
Yeah.
But you cannot make a video unless it has a product connected to it. And they have incentives in this. They do a lot of incentives, bro. Every time you watch a video, you earn about 12 cents.
Wow.
Watching a video.
Yeah.
So you go there right now.
Incentives both ways.
So instead of wasting time on TikTok, you waste time on Flip. And then by the end of it, you've generated whatever, $10. And then you go, okay, let me buy a product. And then they cover 70%. That is, you're able to reduce it by 70%. So then you only pay 30%.
Jeez.
And then if you make videos, not just watch them, you can do another 20%. And then you get products for 10% of the cost.
So who's making money?
Well, definitely not Flip.
Obviously.
But
and definitely not the
TikTok
brand.
either. But not TikTok either.
Money.
No, the brand's making money because TikTok pays for Flip pays for
Oh, they're incentivizing. They're paying them back.
Flip.
I see.
Flip pays the entire amount to the brand.
Got it.
You see?
Yeah.
So the brand makes money. But then they push the ads. Anyway, all I'm saying is they don't make money. TikTok doesn't make money.
Yep.
And I am worried for them when they stop doing those incentives. Because Amazon was also not profitable for, I don't know, a decade or whatever. And they were losing a ton of money. But they were not losing money reimbursing clients for stuff. They were losing an infrastructure, acquisition. And it never changed for the customer. The second that Flip is like, we're going to go to profitability and you can't get 70% off. You're going to get 20% off. I think their sales will crash. TikTok, when their percentage goes up to 15%, when they stop doing incentives, when they do all that stuff, I think their GMV will take a massive crash.
Yeah, you might be right.
I think that's the issue, and where it's like, it's not scalable, because you can throw billions and billions and billions. But, I mean, I don't know. Uber did it that way, and they worked out fine.
Yeah.
Now they're profitable.
Look, they obviously have deep pockets.
Yeah.
They're Chinese, whatever. I think if they need to sell, a good buyer would be Jeff Bezos. Wouldn't that be a good buyer? Think about that as a strategic acquisition right there.
Yeah, but would they sell? I don't think they would sell to Jeff Bezos. I mean, this is the word.
Maybe out of ego, they wouldn't. But I think Amazon would be one of the potential bidders.
Oh, that would be amazing.
They'd be like, please.
You realize that you just shut down TikTok Shop, make it Amazon.
All you have to do is buy with Prime on. No. You just buy with Prime on TikTok. It's just all buy with Prime. The whole thing.
Okay.
It's just a big extension of Amazon. You see, like overnight, boom.
That'd be crazy. But that, yeah, I don't know that the government would allow that, like monopoly.
Oh yeah.
Monopoly, blah, whatever.
yeah.
Although I don't see anything wrong with it. To be
But
honest.
it's different. It's a different category, so I don't know if they would. But
Dude, they would.
so yeah, that's that's what I think.
Okay, so you're saying TikTok is bigger than in fiber? I don't. Maybe like 20 years, you never know. 20 years, you have no idea what's gonna happen.
20 years,
You have no
AI
idea.
could be shopping for us. Like we don't even know if we're gonna be
Like
making
Futurama or
decisions.
something. Like, hey, push the thing.
Yeah.
Bring it here, return
Yeah,
it back.
I might
back
be in a
the
tube with a straw, just like Matrix or something. Who knows?
It's crazy.
I can't predict 20 years.
Yeah,
It's hard to predict next year right now. Everything's moving so quick.
it's true.
We got the election, which shit's nuts there. It's just everything is just really hard to predict. So I'm just basically trying to be as early as possible in emerging markets.
Yeah.
And that's the best I can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's talk about Amazon a little bit. We got some time. So, not launching, because we talked about that already. What other like when you're managing Amazon stuff? You're not just doing the ads, right? You're doing like kind of full service, so to speak. So what does that mean? What does that look like for you, for your team, for your guys? Like, what are the most important things for you on
Like what are our
Amazon?
focuses?
Yeah.
I'd say the two focuses are giving the CEO time off to go find new products to launch.
Okay. Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, stop looking at your cost per click. Stop fucking around with your hero image.
Mm-hmm.
Let us handle it. Go find more products for your brand. Because I look at products as sales reps.
Yep.
And so do you.
Yep.
A product, you're the king of this. I mean, you inspired me on this. But a product is a sales rep. If you have 5 products, you have 5 sales reps. Go make 50 sales reps. So that's number one.
And sales reps get old and retire.
They do. They get bellies. They get fat. They get cushy. And it's true, because how many times have you noticed that, the hero product isn't doing the same that it did originally?
Yeah, and it won't be your hero product later.
Yeah. Create, right? So that's one. And then number 2 would probably be listing optimization or rebrands every 24 months, refreshes.
Okay.
And that over the course of a store, that can be kind of throughout the whole year of doing refreshes and testing. I'm not a big fan of experiments.
I hate them, actually.
Right?
Because they also don't take into account click-through rate, which is the biggest part.
That's the biggest part. And it's all about the click-through rate.
So you could have double click-through rate and then one experiment loses. It's tough.
So we do a lot of throw it up and see what happens, and check the PPC data, right? Don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
PPC data is good.
That's the best way.
Yeah. So those are probably the 2 main things. Advertising is like a faucet, dude. Advertising is just a faucet. You just kind of monitor the faucet. Product targeting, we got some cool shit there. Product targeting can be fun because you always want to keep an eye on new emerging listings so you can target and steal their business.
What are you seeing in terms of a normal, on clients that you manage? What's the average tacos?
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say ACOS because who cares, right? It's all about tacos.
Correct.
Probably 15.
Yeah.
We have one at 6, but I'm always like, why are we at 6? Go up to 10. It's too low.
I think it's so.
You got to be more aggressive.
Okay, if I was talking to myself
Yeah.
a year ago, I would have said the same thing.
Yeah. But not now. I know now you're all like 6 is good. 6 is good.
Dude,
So what Zulai is like? Where's your sweet spot for Zulai? Is it at single digits?
We're in single digits now.
Took you a long time to get there, didn't it?
No.
No.
So I'll tell you what happened to us, and I think people should try it. Okay. And I'll give a quick shout out to Chad Rubin, who has this thing called Prophecy, and he's a lot of price testing, and price testing is very important. And price testing and ads testing and how it combines is very important. Now, I'm not using Prophecy for that, but I know he does, and this idea, he promotes it a lot. But we were going to run out of stock. Like, we didn't have the right stuff ordered for Q4 coming in. So, for a lot of products, I said, we need to cut all the ads because we're not going to have the stock.
Whoa.
Cut out everything on some products. And the sales may went down like 10%. Or very little. And profitability went up. And we've been doing it now for, let's say, a month and a half. And
Your ranking hasn't slipped? So top of search is gone?
Top of search is gone. No ads. I'm talking about like 1% tacos or less for a product. Some like 0.1%, like 0.5% tacos, for example.
So let me tell you a story that happened just today.
Yeah.
Okay? Like right before I came here.
Yeah.
I'm meeting with a guy. He's like, hey, I need to rank a product. And a lot of times I talk people out of it because I'm like, your problem is blah.
Yeah.
And he sells a derma roller.
Yeah.
And
That is the one that pinches.
yeah, it's like the little needles.
Yeah.
Okay. Sells a derma roller. He's number 2.
Yeah.
Number 1 sells 280,000 a month. Number 2 sells 200,000.
Okay.
So he's like, fuck, guy's beating me by 80 grand.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what do I do to beat him? And I said, have you ever heard of Aaron Cordovez? That's what I said on the phone.
Yeah.
He's like, no. I'm like, well, he's the king of colors. Your derma roller is black.
Mm-hmm.
His derma roller is black. He has an overall pick badge. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
Why would anyone buy yours?
Bingo.
They're both $7.99.
Yep.
And he's like, huh. I was like, why don't you get blue? Have like a grid. So I showed him the frother. I said, remember this product? He's like, oh, I've seen that product. Yeah, it's everywhere. Look at all the colors. So he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get some colors. That's how you do it. You don't just rank it. You do something different.
I agree.
Number 2, number 1 guy wasn't doing ads. He's living off the Amazon badge.
Yeah.
He's like, how does he not run ads? He doesn't need to run ads.
I'm guilty.
He converts like a motherfucker.
I'm guilty. Can I tell you? Here's another thing. So there is a toggle, a push and pull, a perfect balance, so to speak, between price and ads. I remember I did a consulting call, so you can go to aaroncordovez.com/coaching, and you can pay, I don't know, I think it's like $700 for like 15 minutes to talk to me. People pay, and I'll tell you, it's crazy because I had a guy, and he talked to me. He said, "Listen, our tacos are too high. The tacos was like 27%. Okay.
That's high, dude.
High.
He's losing money.
Well, no. Because his profit margin was like 65%.
Oh, wow.
Selling a like $2 product at like $20.
Got it.
And I told him, I'm like, who wins in this? Who's the winner? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, you have a product. Most people sell it at like $9.99 or $12.
Yeah.
You're at 20. He's like, yeah, because I need to because I'm spending all this money on ads. And I go, no. Why don't you price it? Like, how much are you making at the end of the day? And I was like, per unit, it was like $2 or something. And I go, okay, why don't you price it to make $2 or to make $3, and then you spend $1 per unit on ads? Because now Amazon gets less ad spend, you get the same amount of money, and the customer got twice as good a deal.
Mm.
So if you lower your price as your promotional tool, you get higher click-through rate, you get higher conversion,
Higher unit sold.
higher units sold,
For sure.
more word of mouth.
Yeah.
And if you can lower your ads from 30% to 5, 10 something, you lower your price 30%. Like in the end of the day, you can't push people to a product that they don't want. And on Amazon,
Or a price
price
they
is
don't
a
want.
big point. TikTok shop price
Huge.
is not a big deal in comparison.
Yeah.
Because
Well, because the person's
they're saying
selling
I like
the product.
Yeah, correct.
They're not looking at a grid of 7, 8 options.
Correct. So on Amazon, the price is very important.
Yeah, huge.
And so I thought this over and I go, why not bring the price down and bring the ads down? The customer gets a better deal. And the only loser, so to speak, is Amazon. But Amazon still wins because they have a better reputation with the customer because they get the same product.
Yeah.
If I price my product at 14 or I price it at 18 and I spent $4 on ads or not, the customer, whether they paid 18 or 14, got the same product.
Yep, 100%.
So why not give more to the customer, less to Amazon?
We've actually had some opposite effects too. We've been having clients who are too cheap, and we're bringing the price up slowly.
That too.
So that's also just part of that price conversation of like, hey, you could actually sell this for $15.88. Why are you selling it for $13.99?
That's true.
Look at your competitors, and then all of a sudden, tacos goes down. Boom.
Yep.
Same amount of units.
That's true.
The client was not that sensitive on that $2, right? Same
That's
thing.
true, and
Yeah.
and that's where you look at the market, and sometimes it's unexpected too. Like as you
Yeah.
said, like and that's where this whole ads thing happened when we were running low on stock.
Yeah.
We're running out of stock. We're like, we got to do something. And turn out the ads, price was the same. And then I think in the end, we might even raise the price. Like
Wow.
it's so strange. I would not have expected this ever. I still don't know. Maybe next month it'll go to crap. I have no idea. But right now it's doing great.
Yeah. I mean, look, if your organic ranking is not slipping, you're fine. Yeah. That's the key. Yeah. Another thing that is a big takeaway here is that PPC does not increase organic rank. It doesn't.
By itself.
Yeah,
correct.
You have to have organic conversions.
Yeah,
you have to have organic clicks.
Yep.
So if you only have PPC and you're living on PPC, you're going to be living on PPC next year. You're going to be living on PPC in 2 years.
I know. But it is a strategy, though.
I know.
It can, I know some, and that's where the margin goes in. If you have a product that's a 50%, 60% profit margin, and you have a 20% tacos, 30% tacos, you could make money and only have ad sales and still be good.
I know.
Like I've seen people like that are not ranking at all on anything, and they make a boatload of money. So it's you can play whichever game you want.
Yeah.
I mean, that isn't.
So it's individualized, obviously.
Sorry, back to my original thing was that 15% tacos is kind of the average.
That's average.
Okay.
Our supplement guys, we try to get them closer to 20
in
skincare because the subscribe and save is huge.
Yep.
So we always go, okay, let's push, go to 20, bring it back.
Yep.
Push, go to 20, bring it back. For your products, I would never go to 20 because an LTV on a frother is not going to be high. But your other, I'm sure you do have some products that have some brand repeat order for sure.
I mean, people buy a lot of frothers, by the way.
Yeah? Like a lot of people buy they come back and buy 2, 3, 4.
They have like
family stocking stuffers.
3 in their beach house, 2 in here, 5 in the office.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we do get a lot of repeat. We do get a lot of repeat because I mean, we also have a lot of options too. It's like, oh, that one's gone. I'll buy this color. Oh, I'll buy this color. There's a lot of that. I think repeat is. It's not a lot. I don't know. I don't think I have calculated the exact percentage because I don't know if that's accurate because they hide so much customer data. But
no, you can do it. You just take the anonymous email when you download all their orders.
Yeah.
And you just run a script that'll tell you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Just have one of your people do it.
Yeah. So we can see how much is our total repeat. But
because each one has a unique email. Every customer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that'll show up twice or 3 times or whatever.
But you can only search 2 years of orders, no?
Yeah.
But it's.
Yeah, it's true.
That'd be pretty accurate.
It's pretty accurate to get you want a sample size of a certain amount of time anyway. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so those are the 2 main things. We have a pretty good ads guy, actually a really good ads guy. So we have a lot of PPC accounts. And then Ryan, who is our Google guy, we have a partnership now with Pixel.me.
Yep.
So they're handing us over accounts that they sell as managed. So we are their partners for managed.
And that's not that you could go public about that. Okay.
Oh, we're already public.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
They're very cool. They're very open. They're like, this is Bullseye. Okay. They manage our accounts.
That's
we don't manage
cool.
all of them, but we manage their bigger accounts.
Wow.
The ones that they're more
So tell me,
shaky.
Sellico by itself is at 10 mil. So what about Bullseye?
Bullseye is going to do 2.4 this year on retainers. Yeah. Sellico became a much bigger business because of the scalability.
Yeah, of course.
I'm doing TikTok campaigns.
Again, I'm like, I don't need obviously, right? But
campaigns come in all day.
Sellico is like, because it takes a lot of work, and you don't even know. Like, I can't approve whatever 2,000 videos.
Yeah.
And right now, for example.
Yeah.
So.
And the TikTok part that I was telling you about is a very small amount of that 10 million.
Really?
Oh, very.
What's
small.
the big part?
The big part is
the find me exclaim.
The launch campaigns.
Okay.
Yeah, the one I need to trademark.
You definitely get that
Check
trademark,
for me.
bro. Get that trademark.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, where do you have a podcast or no?
I do, but I'm kind of on hiatus because I'm really busy.
Okay. But if people want to listen to you for a long time, they can go to your podcast.
They can go to Bullseye Sellers, youtube.com/Bullseye Sellers.
Okay.
We have the Millionaire Amazon podcast, and then we have Selling on Amazon, which goes out every week.
Okay.
But I've taken a couple weeks off because I'm just a little slammed, to be quite honest.
Well, but let me tell you something, bro.
I need to go back to it.
No. Millionaire Sellers is like, that's old school.
Yeah,
if you're just like
it's
millionaire now on Amazon, you gotta be like,
it's gotta be Bill.
You gotta be like hectomillionaire.
That's part of the problem. Inflation,
bro.
Bullseyesellers.com. Everybody who books a call with me.
Oh.
I do have a sales guy, but I'm on every call.
Wow.
Because I like to meet. It's 30 minutes of my day. I don't care. I'll meet anybody.
Right. So what's that? Bullseye Sellers?
Bullseyesellers.com.
/ meet me in a page.
No, just go there and / hit a button. It's right on the top.
Oh, it says it book. Okay.
Yeah, and then Sellico.
Take advantage. Like, talk to this guy for a bit.
I think it's a good idea because I got knowledge in a few places. I can talk about TikTok. I can talk about Amazon. Yeah. I could talk you off a ledge. Yeah. I actually have people that come to me and I'm like, you should not do this.
Yes, I know. I do that
All the time.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, you have to tell them. I have people like, I want to pay you for PPC management. I'm like, no.
You need to go do better listening.
This is not a good idea.
Yeah. But the amount of times that people come with a product, they're selling for $20, where the entire market is at $9.
I know. It's painful.
And they have no variations. Their image is ugly, and they're like, "What do I do?" Do people not know? Like, why don't you pretend to be a customer? Will you ever buy your product if you don't know?
That's the thing. They don't have viewpoint.
Be a customer and see how in the world would anybody pick this over this? And they're like, I never thought about it that way. And I'm like, you're the CEO, bro.
I know. You know, they usually tell me, well, I fortified the handle.
Yeah.
Okay. You think the fucking dude is looking at the listing going, oh, it's a fortified handle? Right?
100%.
So, like, I read all the reviews from my competitors, and some of the handles were falling off.
Yeah,
so I decided.
Yeah. And then
it's worth $20.
all the competitors are 4.7 stars.
Yeah.
So clearly it's a big problem.
Yeah, huge.
Clearly it's a huge.
Everyone's
I mean,
upset.
Like,
all 6 people are just pissed. So yeah, I'll talk you off a ledge if you call me too.
Good. And he won't charge you for the call. So
no,
talk to
free.
Ian. And awesome, brother. Well, this has been fun.
It has been fun.
It's been great.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah. Anything you want to tell anybody who is a current Amazon seller?
If you're a current Amazon seller and you're selling over $5 million a year, outsource the day-to-day and go create on your brand and go launch products and get into what got you there in the first place was creativity. Don't be sitting on your Amazon doing bids, listing updates. Pay people for that. That's my advice.
Oh, yeah, brother. All right, guys. Ian Page, Bullseye Sellers.
Yeah.
Sellico.
Yeah.
Peace.